Hello, this is Julie Chavanagh with Yoga Tree Consulting, and in this series, we are talking about a subject related to marketing. It will definitely feed into your marketing message, but it will also help you get clear about what you're teaching, what your teacher training program is about, what makes it unique. In this third topic in this series, we're deciding what your yoga teacher training program is not. So, the goal in deciding what you are not is to help you get clear about what you are, which is, spoiler alert, what we're doing next week in the next video in this series. So, getting clarity will help you market your training, help you keep honing how your, how and what you are training, and give you some peace of mind about all of these things. This is not easy to do. Most of us figure that if there are things we are not, then we're just restricting our business and who we can serve, right? However, for most of us, there are other yoga teacher training programs nearby. In our mind, if we are more than they are, we'll be able to serve more customers, more students, which in the end will mean a more solid teacher training program. Well, unless you are the only game in town, this really won't be the case. Why? Because to students, it's all going to sound the same. And then you will be competing on price or timing when you're offering it, your schedule, or some other sort of not real factor, but something sort of extraneous to your teacher training that you don't want to be competing on, sort of like a never-ending cycle of trying to outdo someone else. It's much easier in the long run if you exclude some things from your messaging and really hone in on what you do well. In my yoga teacher trainings, I talk a lot with my students about all the possibilities, all the communities and people who need yoga, but who haven't been spoken to yet. I talk with them about how the combination of their own life experiences and their own expertise is what makes what they offer as teachers unique. And that offering will best serve the students that they can connect to, specifically those students who want to connect specifically with who they are, right? We journal about it, we discuss it. I definitely recommend doing that in your teacher training sessions. Definitely will help your trainees, and it will probably help you too. I realized when I started teaching really regularly that the classes I felt best in, the ones I felt best teaching, were the ones where I let my own personality through, where I shared things that made my classes unique. Since that realization, I knew that one big thing that would help the people I taught and trained was an emphasis on learning about what makes them unique. And as humans, we simply don't have the bandwidth to be everything to everybody. So the same thing goes for us. If it works for our trainees and we're helping them find their strengths in training, then the same thing is going to apply to us as trainers and as marketers of our training, in that if we find our strengths, get comfortable with our strengths, and really clearly communicate those things, our market will find us, our students will find us. So take out a piece of paper. For this section, I want you to journal, brainstorm about the things your training and your studio are not. What are the styles, the classes, the topics you do not cover, right? So just the things you're not. Start writing, give yourself a few minutes just to write nonstop. I find sometimes the stream of consciousness, just writing, helps things kind of start flowing. Once you've done that for a few minutes, set it aside, take a day or two, come back to it, and maybe keep going if you need to. This will help you hone in on what you are, which is the next step. But right now, I want you to be thinking about what you are not. All right. With that homework in mind, I will see you next time.